All right, so tonight I'm going to talk about Mickey Mouse. This is the sixth Mickey Mouse cartoon, the sixth one ever. It was released on May 3rd, 1929. It is also in the public domain, and it was the third one released in 1929. And it's called When the Cat's Away. This is an interesting one, partly because this is one of the few Mickey Mouse cartoons where Mickey and Minnie are actually the size of regular mice. I'm actually surprised to learn this, but I was like, yeah, they're never really mice size. They're like sort of like larger size, which is sort of weird. But whatever. Basically, this is sort of a hangout movie or cartoon, I would say. It's after this tomcat leaves his house, he's drinking and he's gonna go hunting and binge drink. He's living the dream. Mickey and all his mice friends, only has mice friends, I guess, break in to the cat's house. One of them turns into a mouse key and opens it up, and then they just have a party. Mickey and Minnie are dancing on the keyboard with the kind of like those, I don't know what it's called, but the keyboard, the piano. They have like the sheet music and it plays, and they're dancing with it. At some point, Mickey takes Swiss cheese, cuts it up, and makes it into sheet music, and it plays music somehow. The mice in this are engineering geniuses. They play records on their tails. They make Swiss cheese play music. They turn themselves into keys. Like, honestly, some crazy, amazing shit right here. Like, the mice in this really deserve a lot of credit here. And the thing is, nobody gets caught. There's no end. Everyone gets comeuppance. It's like it ends. We see Minnie's underwear for some reason, and then it's over. They dance and they're having a good time. I guess that cat fell asleep drunk in the woods and woke up the next day or something. Doesn't matter. This was actually a remake, sort of, and I watched it, of the Alice comedies. I know I haven't gone into the Alice comedies, which is what Disney did sort of before. This is which was in the 27, I think. I didn't write the year down because I'm stupid, but was it 27 or 25? Sorry. In the it's sort of a loose remake of the Alice comedy called Alice Rattled by Rats. In that one, that one's actually more family friendly. This is more like a little more seedier than that one. In that one, like, she's like, "Can you watch the house?" And then the mice distract the cat, and then the mice have a party, and then the cat tries to stop them. In this one, they just decide to get rid of that. Supposedly in this one, originally there was going to be a pet parrot calling the police and everyone scurries away. They decided to cut that. I like that this is sort of a cool hangout thing. It's like most cartoons try to have like the moral and stuff like that. And this is just like, what if mice have fun when the cat's away? What if that's it? What if I kind of like that, you know? It's like I do like how often dancing is like a good thing and playing music is a good thing in these things. I think it's really cool. You can actually watch the short on its Wikipedia page, which is neat. This was animated by Ub Iwerks and Ben Sharpenstein. Ub Iwerks also animated Alice Rattled by Rats, of course. They say this is directed by Disney, but we know what's up. I like this. I think it's maybe a little better than the last one. I don't know. This doesn't stand out or anything, but it's like a cool vibe. Like, I wouldn't mind if someone put this on, frankly. But like, it's cool to just be like, let's just chill, bro. Let's just hang out while the cat's gone. Let's play some music. Let's have some fun. I like that idea. I think that's really cool. It's just a fun little Mickey Mouse short. There's not much more to say about it. I kind of like that they were at least cool enough to like, just like have Mickey Mouse and the characters just vibe and be cool. I think that's a neat little thing. I get that, like, definitely that cat was just getting drunk all day, but it's also like, people, it's the 20s during Prohibition, I guess. Well, towards the end. Anyway, I think it is, it's a nice little fun short. If you're like, should I watch this? Like, yeah, it's like, it's a fun thing. It's not going to change your world or anything. It does feel like as this gets going, they're sort of like doing it to do it, and the fact that they sort of remade a thing. But I actually like this more than the Alice one. I think this is the superior version. So it's a little bit like, a lot of times you look at classic Hollywood stuff, and some of the times they kind of reuse an idea, and Oftentimes, sometimes like the second or third time they've done that format, it works out better because they've learned their lesson. And clearly they learned the lesson that nobody likes to see, the fuzz break up the party, and it's much more fun to just have fun. And I think, this era of Mickey Mouse, he just wants to dance with Minnie and play some Swiss cheese music, and there's nothing wrong with that.